This is gonna be a long one, so no opening bit. What the fuck happened in Ninjago? What's going on, guys? It's me, lifetime LEGO enthusiast and semi-active Ninjago fan nightly. Do you remember Ninjago? I do. So imagine my surprise when I found out that they switched the art style. Now imagine my surprise again when I found out that change happened 4 years ago. So obviously I needed to catch up on the show, but I realized I haven't consistently watched it since the 8th grade. Who the hell is Moro? What the fuck, there are different dimensions? What the hell is Ninjago? You're telling me they did a time travel season? For the fans like me who fell off and stopped watching, for the hardcore fans who want to bully me for making a mistake about it, and maybe for the uninitiated who want to know, I set out to watch 10 seasons about a show about brick ninjas to answer the question, what the fuck happened to Ninjago? Ah, cool, time to sit down and watch some Ninjago. Let's just pop open Netflix and... Where's the first 2 episodes? Okay, shit, the official LEGO YouTube account might have it. Dope, episode 1, that's episode 3! Well, I guess... Thanks to Ninjago for free and CurseYR10 on YouTube for uploading the first 2 episodes. It looks like you guys recorded it on a microwave and a smaller microwave, but it's the thought that counts. And since that's how I watched it, I'm giving you guys the unfiltered experience. That's what I'm going to use here. Don't worry, it'll be HD in a minute. Just take my hand and follow me into a pixely hellscape. This is Kai and Nia. They're blacksmiths that suck dick at their jobs. So this old man rolls up looking for something special, and immediately after, an actual army of skeletons shows up and kidnaps Nia. Look, Kai, I love you, man, but come on, we gotta talk about the hair. Look at that shit. It looks like folded over grass. I get they're trying to make it look like fire, but they need to start trying to get you a fucking comb. That shit's ridiculous. Anyway, now that I got some shit talking out of the way, this man is a fucking demon. I mean, look, he climbed the underside of a mountain without breaking a sweat, and proceeded to train for 2 days and became a ninja. Hell, I'm not even sure it took him 2 days. That night, the nigga gets jumped. And, Chief, how are they so ass at fighting? Kai almost won a 1v3 after 2 days of training. Literally dog ass. This is Jay, Zane, and Cole. Sensei Wu tells the ninja that they are all ready and gives them new suits that represent them. Kai gets fire, Zane gets ice, Jay lightning, and Cole earth. The only way they're going to stop Garmadon is to get the golden weapons before him, and first up is the Scythe of Earth. So they sneak in, grab the thing, and start fighting their way out. All of them unlock Spinjitzu, a strong technique that they just don't use, like, ever. Oh, don't worry, them unlocking something and never using it when they should is going to be a trend. After that, the Guardian of the Scythe wakes up, and it's an Earth Dragon. And before you ask, yes, it can breathe rocks, as fucking moronic as that sounds. After getting out, it becomes a pretty straightforward MacGuffin race. They get the Shuriken of Ice. Zane should not survive this, unless he's like a robot or something stupid. And the Nunchucks of Lightning. No one found the giant chain surrounded by a perpetual thunderstorm. Right outside the Fire Temple, Garmadon tricks Kai into removing the Blade of Fire and forces him to play multi-man smash. Sabu shuts up to save the twins and sacrifices himself to stop his brother. Meanwhile, the others get the golden weapons taken from them. After trying to figure out how to get into hell, they use the dragons to get there. Once they're there to stop the skeleton army, they use a tornado of creation, which lets them make something from nothing, which sounds overpowered, but don't worry, they never use it. Anyway, Garmadon gets his hands on all 4 weapons, which let him escape the Shadow Realm. Wu gets Chinese for literally 1 line.
Father would not want you to do this, brother.
And then the pilot episodes end. This season is a great teaser as to what the story is going to become when it gets fully serialized. And it's a great start too. Plus, it's only 2 episodes and it keeps it pretty simple, so I got to go into a lot more detail. Favorite ninja, Kai. Easily too. He gets the most screen time, the only interesting motivation, and he's cool, man. What else can I say? Least favorite ninja. I mean, everyone else is just a shell of who they're gonna be, so no one really. The best episode is episode 1, and the best set is 2507. Overall, I give the season a solid 8 out of 10. Great start. I don't know if this counts as a hot take. I do not like the Dragon Rider suits at all. I think they're ugly as fuck. I hate looking at them. Oh, yeah, the plot. It's Lloyd! So, Lloyd is terrorizing a village, and when the ninja rush out to stop him, they accidentally stumble upon a scroll that tells him of the Green Ninja, the chosen one who will become the best ninja the world has ever seen. Obviously, everyone starts competing for it, but what about Lloyd? What's he doing? Unearthing ancient evils is what. This is a Serpentine, specifically a Hypnobri. So this dipshit ass snake tries hypnotizing Lloyd and ends up being a slave to an 8-year-old. Massive L. But, quick question, good sir, why even hypnotize him? He's 40 pounds, just eat him. They go back to Germanikai and pillage the fuck out of them, and obviously the ninjas stop him. Later, Lloyd has the snakes built on a big ass tree house that Zane finds because he followed a funny looking bird, which is like one of the most plot relevant characters. I'm not even kidding. Crazy story, Lloyd is an incel.
If I see one girl in here, I'm gonna go ballistic.
Traveling shadows, boys.
You guys are wearing red, white, and blue in the middle of the day in a brightly lit forest. Anyway, they destroy the treehouse, and this should have been a Lego set, in my professional opinion, but I digress. Also important, the dragons leave and the monastery is burnt down. So this snake, Scales, decides to fight for the right to be leader.
Used Fang Kwando!
You shut up!
There's a boat. I mean, it's there. They live there now, so that's nice. They kick Lloyd out, so he goes to find a different group of snakes called the Fangpires. Really? It's just vampires. Okay, anyway, the Fangpires have attacked Jay's parents, who for no reason are from Minnesota, but their special ability is turning anything they bite into a snake? What? Okay, gang, we need to give the ninjas new ways to get around because the dragons are gone. Any ideas are good ideas. I want to hear some. Let's go. I mean, seriously? Nothing? What do we pay you for? Make the vehicles weapons. And the boat they found can fly now. Thanks, Jay. After some meandering, Lloyd finds another snake tomb, and... Wait, do you hear that? Oh no. Oh god, fuck, oh no. It's the lead monster! Kind of important, this is Pythor. Pythor here is an Anacondrae, and he's pissed because he got sealed away like a fucking bozo. His current game plan is to unite the tribes and revive a bigger snake, and that's about it. After Pythor is released, the ninja get Lloyd on their side and start seriously trying to stop the snake men. More interestingly, Samurai X shows up? Who the hell is that? It's definitely not Nia. Like, trust me guys, it's not Nia. I swear it's not Nia. By the way, what time period is Ninjago set in? Because the cops have tasers and stuff, and not Nia can build a samurai mech, but then there are just villages like Germanikai? It's a little bizarre. Over in the plot, Pythor finds the lost city of Ouroboros, and I know you must be wondering, how are the ninja gonna find a lost city?
All aboard! Next stop, Ouroboros!
They take the bus. So the ninja get there, fight Samurai X, and here's the big reveal. Nia is Samurai X! I know, I'm sorry, I lied. So Pythor 1v4s the generals and win, and starts searching for the Fang Blades. But more importantly, we have episode 7. Zane is fucking weird. We know that, but why? Zane and the gang set out to follow the Falcon, because something big happens every time. So for miles upon miles, they follow the bird until it leads Zane to a tree with a hatch in it. He goes inside and searches to death to find blueprints of himself. Zane's a robot. Which is like the coolest shit ever. Also, he unlocks his true potential. Also, Wu went to another dimension to find Garmadon to get his help to stop the big fuck off snake. Romance time. Nia and Jay go on a date. Snakes attack. Jay goes supersonic. Also, I'm pretty sure this is the episode where Nia's revealed to everyone except for Kai as Samurai X. Also, Pythor gets a blade. The next blade is a prize for the talent show. Cole's dad is in a barbershop quartet. Overbearing parent story, and Cole gets his true potential, which is super strength. As per usual, Pythor gets a thing and bounces. Wu and Garmadon get back from hell, and rightfully Kai is suspicious of Garmadon. For some reason, they keep making Kai feel like a cunt for being suspicious of Satan, but I digress. The last Fang Blade's in a volcano, and when everyone else is okay with letting Lloyd and the Fang Blade burn to death in the volcano, Kai stays and saves him, unlocking his true potential, and realizes who the Green Ninja is. Yup, it's Lloyd! What a fucking reveal. Back to back, too. Anyway, the ninja pull a raid on the snake base, get caught, break out, take the blades, get the blades taken from them, and now we're in the finale. Pythor fucks about his computer.
Someone or something has overridden the system.
Bitch, he threw a hammer at it. The Great Devourer gets summoned, kills Wu, and destroys the bounty without eating it. Really living up to that name, huh, Great Devourer? So the ninja used a tornado of the creation to make the ultrasonic radiator to combat it. They end up in the city, and the snake is, instead of eating countless civilians and also the buildings, cars, and subway system, is trying to eat the 4 ninja. So the gang plays Snake and gives Garmadon the golden weapon so he can kill the Devourer. At some point, the dragons fused and came back because why not, I guess. But yeah, Garmadon does the thing and fucking vanishes. Sensei Wu is alive, and the ninja became training Lloyd to face his father. The pacing of the season is fucking nuts. There is literally no reason you can give me to justify them putting golden weapon vehicles, Fangpires, and the Destiny flying into one episode. That's like 5 episodes with pacing like that. It's fucking ridiculous. Best ninja is Zane. If you say anything other than him, you're literally incorrect. I mean, the man's backstory episode is one of the best of the series, let alone the best in the season. My least favorite ninja is Cole. I just felt like they had nothing interesting to give him, and I've seen the overbearing parents plotline way too many times for this basic one to be interesting. Best episode is 7. Obviously, what are you, fucking heartless? Jesus. The best set's going to be 9449, and overall I give the season a solid 7 out of 10. Really great effort. Fun fact, Garmadon gets all the credit for killing the Devourer, which is kind of funny, but not really important. So most of the season can be boiled down as Lloyd training shenanigans, so I'm going to gloss over that stuff. Real quick, editor's note, why does Wu have 3D teeth when literally no one else does? It's just a little weird, I'm just asking. Garmadon has a weapon of creation and is basically playing Scribblenauts in real life, and is working with some of the Serpentine. This season follows a Monster of the Week format. Garmadon makes a thing to destroy the ninja. Ninja shenanigans. Ninjas lose. Ninjas hear the moral of the episode. Ninjas win. All you need to know is that in episode 2, Garmadon brings back Captain Soto and his crew, the original crew of the bounty, and 3 is a mirror match episode, so that's funny. Episode 5 is probably the most important, so let's go over that one. Garmadon is in the museum, and there's a skeleton of a big fuck-off dinosaur called a Grundle. The ninjas show up to stop whatever he's doing. During the fighting, the ninja and the Grundle get hit with something that brings the Grundle back to life and turns the gang into kids. Lloyd tells Wu and Nia that the gang are kids, so they go to the magic tea shop, because yes, the magic tea shop is a thing, don't question it. Back in Ninjago City, the gang are using lightsabers to fight the Grundle, but it works for like a minute. At the last second, Wu and Nia show up, give them the tea, and Lloyd uses it to make everyone older, including himself. Adult Lloyd is here, baby! I love Lloyd's adult model, it looks so good in motion. Hey, let's talk. Just me and you. I don't want to talk about the time travel episode. It's a fucking mess. They don't know what they're doing. So I'm just not going to talk about it. I'm just going to skip it. Okay? Is that okay with you? Okay, it's okay with me. I'm sorry, nigga, but you have to. What? I'm you from the future. You got to talk about the episodes, or it's going to be ass for both of us. I don't want to talk about it. I don't care. Just do it. Ugh, fuck, fine. So Garmadon uses a weapon of creation to go back in time and alter the past so Lloyd never becomes a Green Ninja. And here's the biggest problem with Ninjago time travel. The writers don't know how they want it to work. Because they try setting it up to be like Marty McFly type time travel, where there's only one timeline and anything you do changes everything. But this is legitimately incorrect if you take more than a minute to look at it. First off, let's say you have a timeline. If you travel back in time, you are now separate from the timeline and are unaffected by the changes made. When they go back in time, Nia isn't kidnapped, so Kai isn't motivated to train. Therefore, Kai should lose his skills in Spinjitzu. But he doesn't. Secondly, even when you fundamentally change the timeline, certain things just don't have an effect. Because in this big climactic battle, the weapon of creation is destroyed, and so are the old golden weapons. Because the old golden weapons are gone, the Great Devourer would still be unleashed, but Garmadon can't kill it. However, this doesn't happen. The golden weapons and weapon of creation are instead just in a meteor floating in space or something. Are you happy now? Yes, thank you. It'll make it so much nicer in like season 9. Dude, fuck that guy. He is handsome though. Anyway, this is Lloyd's mom. I do not like Lloyd's mom. She's an archaeologist who discovered this giant stone warrior, and this is a new enemy type for the rest of the season. We haven't talked about Garmadon in a while. What's he doing? Oh, okay. This thing is called the Overlord, and it starts leading Garmadon to a thing. Sidebar, Lloyd's mom does not know Spinjitzu, fuck off. Garmadon gets a helmet that lets him control the Stone Warriors. Zane's dad is alive. This is fucking stupid. I genuinely hate that he's alive. So the ninja get on the island and start looking for the Temple of Light and stumble upon Garmadon's camp. Here's a couple of sets because there are a lot of moving parts here. Before the final fight, the ninja go to the Temple of Light and get new elemental blades. I'm going to keep it 1000% with you. Even looking at my notes, this section's a little fuzzy for me, so we're going to hope I'm correct. I'm going to assume I am. Let's just do it. Garmadon gets a big fuck off evil tank and is slowly getting possessed by the Overlord, and the bad guys end up in Ninjago City. Nia's evil right now, I should probably mention that. So when the gang gets back to Ninjago, Dareth, oh fuck me, I did not mention Dareth. This is Dareth, the brown ninja, unironically one of my favorite characters. So yeah, Dareth single-handedly stops the entire stone army. Anyway, Lloyd makes it to the top of the tower and finally defeats the Overlord and saves his father from the evil running through his veins. Oh no! Oh, Garmadon, I love you. That face. God damn, that is a bad face. I'm glad they changed that shit. This is probably where the show should have ended. This season honestly ain't that bad. My problem is it's too long. You can easily cut out like 3 of the 5 first episodes and you'll lose nothing. Also, I really don't like that Zane's dad is alive. It still bothers the shit out of me. What purpose does it serve? Favorite ninja, Lloyd, obviously. Everyone loves a good chosen one prophecy coming true. Least favorite ninja, Misako, because apparently everyone's a ninja. Why does she know Spinjitzu? There's no actual reason. My favorite set is 70505 and best episode, gotta give it to number 5. I love Adult Lloyd. It was such a smart call. But overall, I give the season a 7.5 out of 10. Great one. Oh yeah, baby, hacker season. Let me put on my hacker glasses. Hang on. I couldn't find my fake hacker glasses, so you're getting the ones from my car. I'm gonna ask again, what time period is this set in? So the ninja get invited to Apple HQ for a field trip, and oh my god. Nan does a love machine test or whatever, and instead of it being Jay, it's Cole. Oh my fucking god. Welcome to the love triangle plot. It's the worst one. We will be here for 3 seasons. I'm not talking about this thing unless it is absolutely necessary because it just kind of takes Nee's character and puts her in the shitter. Better love plotline. This is Pixel. I know y'all see pixels, thick, sexy. What am I talking about? She's literally built like a brick. Anyway, the ninja talks to Steve Jobs and he gives him a statue full of clothes and weapons. These are the Techno Blades, instant Hackerman powers. If you hit a thing, it's yours. So the gang goes to test them out and we get new sets. Surprise, surprise, building Apple over the spot where Satan died wasn't too hot of an idea. So yeah, the Overlord's back and he's trying to use Lloyd's energy to rebuild a body. They meet up at GARMADON's dojo and thank fuck they changed his face. When they regroup, they decide Lloyd and GARMADON have to get out of town, and the ninja are going to shut the power off to stop the robot army. They do the thing, and it does the thing. More importantly, I don't think destroying Ninjago's power system would stop the robots, because like they run on batteries, they aren't plugged in. So, Sensei GARMADON's cool. I like him. That's it. Someone's helping the Overlord by using electric eels. Also, Sensei Wu is evil now, and I really don't think that's how electric eels work, guys. The guy in the hood is Pythor, by the way. I don't think they revealed that here, but I'm just telling you now because I don't remember where they do it. So Lloyd and GARMADON get caught, but on the dumber side of the plot, we have the ninja who are about to go into the they're about to go into the Digiverse. They're gonna go into the Digiverse to stop the Overlord from coming back, and it's a lot of video game shenanigans, but most importantly, we find out the real golden ninja was inside of us all along. Oh, the season's not over? Oh shit, okay, my bad. I'm sorry, damn. So guy's sitting on a random broad and gets sent to follow a convoy that looks suspicious. Turns out, the Overlord survived and oh my god, the time, fuck! Okay, so remember how a while ago the golden weapons got sent into space? Golden weapons and weapon creation are instead just in a meteor floating in space or something. The Overlord is trying to get the golden weapons off the meteor by going to space and collecting the metal. So the ninjas sneak onto the ship and end up getting marooned on an asteroid. So you would think now would be a golden opportunity to use the tornado of creation because it creates something from nothing, right? They build a spaceship from scratch. So yeah, they get back home and start getting their shit rocked by the Overlord until Zane steps up and sacrifices himself to end the final battle. The second final battle, I mean. And there's going to be like 2 more, but whatever. And also, he's probably not dead, but that's for next season. Why did the season not end with the Overlord getting destroyed in the Digiverse? You did not need the episodes with space. You did not need the other episodes at all. And the golden weapon chestplate thing literally doesn't even come up until the last season. It's, oh my god, we'll get there when we get there. Also, I really like the sets for the season. Pretty decent spread, but you know. Best ninja is Zane again, the best ninja, but the best character in the season is GARMADON. I love seeing him teach Lloyd how to control his temper and harness his power. I always get excited seeing him do like literally anything. Worst ninja, it's Nia. I know she's, fuck you, it's Nia. She's the worst ninja this season. She's ass. Sorry, I'm yelling in your ear a lot, let me. Best episode is none of them. They were all decent at best, y'all. I'm gonna give best set to 70727, but overall, this season's like a 4 out of 10. This was not it. So, Zane is dead. Oh, I can take these off. So, Zane is dead, but not really. And the gang get invited to a tournament of, elements. But also, not really? Let me explain. I bet you thought the only elements were fire, water, ice, and lightning. Stupid! These are the elemental masters, but I have some problems with these. You must be fucking stupid if you think I'm gonna believe that mind, gravity, and speed are elements. Kai love interest, she's important. This season is really simple, so I can kind of breeze past some of the specifics. Combat ensues, roller skating episode. Plot twist, If you lose in a fight, the snake cult takes your powers, puts them in a stick, and put you in a sweatshop. Sort of important, Skylar has the power to steal power. So yeah, standard tournament arc, Jay and Cole fight and they put the stupid ass love triangle thing to rest, but I'm not calling it until Nia picks one. There's an Among Us episode. Yep, it's an episode. Cole does something interesting. He's the one who finds Zane and starts trying to get the masters out of the sweatshop. Nia's on the island at this point and steals a spellbook page from Shen's right. Wow. I had not even said the name of the main villain of the season. This is Chen. Chen makes noodles and shit. Chen wants to turn himself and his cult into Anacondri warriors because they're kind of just built different. I don't remember his partner's name. I'm not even gonna Klaus. It's Klaus. That's his partner's name. It's Klaus. Chen pretty much says, fuck the tournament, find this broad, Nia, and you win. However, they just start bullshitting and catch the masters. They figure out that Sky's the imposter, but at this point it's too late and the ritual is about to start. So they just break the staff, and then Chen and Skylar leave. Later on, Chen's thinking to himself, and he thinks, if the staff held all the elements, and my daughter also holds all the elements, what if my daughter was the staff inside us all along? And it fucking works. So everyone plus Garmadon turn into snakes and start bum rushing the mainland in Ninjago. So how are we gonna get these ninja to compete with these super warriors? Give everyone dragons made out of their elements. Kai gets a fire dragon, Jay gets lightning, Cole gets a rock dragon, Zane gets titanium? More questions. What are the mind, sound, and gravity guys gonna sit on? Keep this in mind 3 seasons from now, by the way. Just keep that in your back pocket. The gang is getting their shit rocked until Garmadon decides to sacrifice himself and open up the Shadow Realm. So the pissed off ghosts of the original Anacondri come out, drag all the cultists into actual hell, thank Lloyd and Pythor, who's also there, but don't worry, it's not important. What's actually important, when the Shadow Realm is opened, this one ghost flies out and says, Moro. Which is so stupid. Imagine I get out of prison, right? I get out of prison, and there's a camera crew over there, right? And the first thing I do when I get out of prison, I walk out and go, it's so weird. Pretty offensive season. I liked it. I'm getting a little tired of the Serpentine, but luckily there's only one more season that like deals with them as the enemy specifically. Other than that, I actually really like the inclusion of the Elemental Masters, even if some of them aren't elements. Because fuck you, speed isn't an element. Give Nia more to do, or more specifically, give Nia stuff to do that is specific and unique to her. Because she gets sidelined super hard, and that sucks. Because I like seeing Nia do stuff, as long as it isn't, you know, love triangle, but we won't talk about that. But she was so cool in the early season with her tech stuff in Samurai X, and in this season she's useful because she has a uterus. Like, that's it. That's all she does this season. Also, end the love triangle. My favorite ninja is Garmadon. Yes, I know he isn't a ninja, but fuck you. He's one of the best this season, and he does ninja-esque shit the entire time, so I'm counting him. From learning about his past with Shen to his final send-off into actual hell, he's the best written and definitely the most interesting character of the season, and it's not even close. My least favorite is Jay, actually. He wasn't bad. I mean, he just didn't have anything to do this season. Like, you could literally remove him from the plot, and I think you'd only have to make one change. Best episode, 6. The flashback stuff is always cool to see. I really enjoy the flashback stuff. So yeah, I'll give it to episode 6. The best set is either 707.50 or 707.47. Take your pick. It really is a toss-up for me. Overall, I give it a 6.8 out of 10-ish. It could have been really cool, could have been more unique, but it's not bad. Fishing trip! Woo! Lloyd is bummed because his dad is canonically in hell, and Kai tells him that he'll look after him. Because, you know, Kai's parents are out looking for milk, so he gets it. Later on, Lloyd goes to the museum and gets possessed by Moro. See, Moro here was Sensei Wu's first student, and he thought he was going to be the Green Ninja, but he wasn't. Then the nigga just died? Whatever. Turns out, there's a map on Wu's staff that leads to the Realm Crystal, and Moro beats the shit out of the ninja before taking it. However, Kai's the only one who doesn't run away. He tries appealing to Lloyd, and it almost works, but he gets rescued from the fight. Forced to Unleash reference, and the gang gets away. Moro also has a dragon. I want you guys to keep that one in mind. Moro finds a funny looking chest plate that lets him spawn in ghosts. The next big thing in Ninjago lore is Air Jitsu. Really? That's what we're doing? Air Jitsu? What's next? Lightning Keto? Water Jitsu? That's where we're going with this? Okay, fuck it. I don't care. But the point of Air Jitsu is to fly, right? So why not just use your elemental dragons to fly? The gang are going to sticks when they get attacked by a ghost on a motorcycle. How does one punch a ghost? With water. Oh, and look at that. Nia is the water ninja. Bad. Bad, 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 bad. I do not like Nia as a water ninja. She does not need to be a ninja. Let her do her own thing. She was cool. She was doing her own shit. She was like off going on adventures and doing her own shit away from the ninja. That's why she was cool. That's why everyone liked her. But okay, just assimilate her, I guess. Fuck me. The gang make it to Styx and catch up with Ronan. Oh, you don't remember Ronan? I don't blame you. He's from a video game that came out for the 3DS in 2015. So they introduced him to the show and made me feel stupid for not remembering the character. I went through my, at the time, 22 pages of notes just searching for his name over and over because I felt like I was going crazy. But no, he's from the 3DS and they just put him in the story. Oh yeah, Ronan has these funny little blades made of rock you find deep underwater, so it works against the ghosts. Either way, Moro gets a scroll and the gang have to find another way to learn air jutsu, so they go to a haunted temple. Fun story, if you're inside the temple when the sun rises, you become a ghost. Okay, I'm looking at our sheets here. Why do we not have anything for Cole this season? Seriously? Nothing? At all? We don't have anything for this guy? Come on. Tony, what do you think? You came up with the weapons thing. That was a great idea. What do you got?
I'm a ghost.
Cole's dead, and I don't like it. But that's a rant I'm going to save for the end of the video. Nia's training is going, and that's all I have to say about it. So the next stop on the plot train is a mountain, which has a portal to Bespin on top of it. So the ghosts start fighting with the ninja, and I hope to God if you're watching this, you aren't paying as much attention as I am. None of the ghosts function in the same way? Why is Cole bothered by the wind? Regardless, they make it to the cloud dimension, and there is a lot of information you gotta learn really fast. These are the people who write everyone's fate. If they write that you'll trip and drop your croissant on the stairs, it'll happen. Like, guaranteed. So this one tricks a ninja and gives Moro a sword that'll let him change to the future by like 10 seconds. They get out of the Cloudlands, and Lloyd buys time for Kai to get the sword. I like Nia. She's smart, confident, capable. But when the ninja leave the future sword with her for 5 minutes, and she loses a fight when she can see in advance everything the enemy's gonna do, I get a little frustrated. Also, he owed a debt to the ghosts or whatever, so that's why he did it, but at least he told the ninja where the final thing was. Turns out the realm crystal was under the sea. Moro lets go of Lloyd's body and gets away. New sets, by the way, here you go. Ghosts start wrecking shop in Styx, so they're literally just gonna do Ghostbusters. Lloyd doesn't manage to stop Moro, so he summons the cursed realm. Like, it's a thing and a realm. It's just gonna open up more questions, but that's for next season. During the finale, a lot of shit is going on, but to spare both of us a headache, I'm gonna skip some details. Lloyd talks to his dad in actual hell and they switch clothes. Furries. They're making houses into a mech for the Starlight Pit, and Wu just doesn't contribute at all. Now we come to my favorite part. The villagers are out on the boat with Wu and Nia, and the cursed realm is chasing them down in the ocean. Nia unlocks her true potential and summons a Moses-esque wall of water. Fuck you. Fuck you! You are never gonna convince me that after half a week of training she got her true potential. It's okay, I dare you to try. Textbook asshole. Congrats, writing team. You did it. You finished the season. So yeah, that's possession. Really bizarre season. Some of the good parts are my favorite parts, and the worst parts are god awful, so it balances out. And the character decisions are really bizarre. Making Nia a ninja, I guess, that's whatever. But making Cole a ghost? Like, literally the people who write fate in reality said that doesn't make sense, but okay. I'm leaving that rant for the end of the video, I promise. But this season is a Russian roulette quality. You don't know what you're gonna get episode to episode. Favorite ninja? Kai, hands down. I love Kai in more of a mentor role. It really shows off his development from season 1. Plus, he's the only one who's really trying to save Lloyd from his possession. I think you know who my least favorite ninja is this season. Best episode is episode 1. It's super good. I'd probably put it in my top 10, if not my top 5 favorite episodes of the show. Best set is 70751. You even get the moment. It's pretty dope. Overall, I put it at a 6.10. The goods are really good, but the bads are really bad. Ninja boy band phase. So, Ghost Claus finds a gin in a bottle. And so this doesn't get complicated. I'm just gonna explain it now, and we'll hope that it makes sense. This guy, Nauticon, is a djinn, not a genie, so basically he's an asshole. There are a few conditions, rules if you would call them, for his wishes. He has to be within earshot, and if he is, he has to grant the wish. He can put a twist on it, but I mean, you know, whatever. You can't wish for death level more wishes, standard stuff. I'm assuming one of Klaus's wishes before he died was destroy the ninja's reputation? Because Nauticon doesn't know about the ninja, and he does the imposture thing. Also, how does the public fall for this? They're like superheroes. It's unbelievably out of character. Oh, Klaus is like dead or whatever. Anyway, the ninja are on the run. They did not run very well, I'll tell you that much. Turns out Captain Soto from like season 3 was the guy who put Nauticon in the bottle. Oh, speaking of Nauticon, what's he up to? Reviving his crews, what? We got Flintlock. He can hit a shot from 100 centimeters away. We got Clancy. He's the man with the hands. You don't want to get it in the way of Clancy's hands, I'm telling you. And then you got the monkey and the girl. They're called that because they're the monkey and the girl. Using the realm crystal, which they have for some reason, they go to Ninjago. Ninjago is fucked right now because apparently if two realms are next to each other and realm A is fucked, realm B is also fucked. So yeah, Ninjago's eating it because the ninja saved the day last season. Also, Narukon is the prince of the Djinns, and if he gets married, he can give himself infinite wishes. Did I mention Nia looks just like Narukon's dead girlfriend? Fun fact, the only way to trap Narukon again is to hit him with a really specific kind of venom. Oh, totally forgot to mention it, but Kai, Wu, and Misako get bipped. Jay uses 2 wishes, to impress Nia and to be rich. So Narukon kills his dad! Well, his real one. He's adopted, I mean. So the gang head out to where the venom is, and on the way there, Zane tries to beat Narukon, but gets tripped and bipped. Once they set foot on the island, Jay gets venom right before getting kidnapped. Hang on, we're gonna fast forward by a bit because it's kind of repetitive. Jay gets bullied, Jay gets right there! The gang are on the flying ship and they just start spamming wishes. Cole says Ocean Stone amplifies the power instead of nullifies it. Lloyd makes Flintlock unable to shoot for shit. Cole says lose the sword. So Narukon drops it and picks it back up. Lloyd wants to be wise like Wu, so he starts aging. Cole kicks everyone from the ship. Nia cancels Cole's wish. Nia also wishes the clouds could stop us, and then Lloyd wishes for a sword, which are some of the stupidest wishes, but also Nia only used 2, and I don't think she wishes again after that, but whatever. Nia and Jay make a dragon together. Neat. I hope everyone's combined dragons look like that, because I'm sure we're going to see it again. So Nia and Jay are hiding out in the tower where Zane's dad was, and oh look, it's C-3PO.
Camera action!
Oh my fucking god!
Yeah, Nia gets grabbed, so Jay gets the... Fuck! I did it again! So Narukon's entire plan is to recreate Jinjago in Ninjago by ripping up pieces of the land. Every time he puts someone to the sword, he gets more powerful. He kidnaps Nia because if he marries her, he can grant himself infinite wishes and become all-powerful. Ish. But that's for later. Team Backup Ninja sneak onto the floating island and grab the funny haha sword. Jade goes inside the sword and get the rest of the gang out. And right before they can stop the wedding ceremony, it finishes. Narukon has infinite power. Realizing they're fucking worthless to him now, Flintlock and the girl one team up with the ninja to figure out that Narukon weaponized their belief in him to make the wishes come true. Kai believed himself into fangirl hell, and Flintlock believed he was dog shit at shooting. So he isn't anymore. New game plan, shoot Narukon with the venom and get Jay to use his last wish on him. Turns out it's a little harder than it looks. Flintlock finally gets his shot off and accidentally hits Nia with a poison too. Holding his lost love, Jay uses his final wish and wishes that Nia wouldn't have been a bitch that one time and that no one would ever found that bottle in the first place. Which is 2 wishes, but shut up. So then they go back. Jay and Nia remember? But how does that work? I fucking hate Ninjago time travel. Luckily, this is the easiest to explain. Just don't think about it. This season has way too much going for it, and it really picks up once the focus shifts towards Jay. There's no reason for me to have loved it this much, and it also puts the love triangle thing to bed, so fucking props. Best ninja, Jay. Are you fucking stupid? Of course it's Jay. Worst ninja, Nia. Are you fucking stupid? Of course it's Nia. This episode is 10. Easily the best. Great ending for my favorite season so far. For my favorite set, I'd say 70605, and overall, I gave the season a 9 out of 10. I really liked it. It had no reason to be this good. Look, gamers, I tried. I tried with the pilot. I'm not doing it again. There is nowhere legally I can find this. Hell, there's barely anywhere illegally I can find it. And I don't feel like doing all that. I'm sorry if you're disappointed. Trust me, I am too. I would have loved to watch Day of the Departed. But instead, here's the 3-sentence summary Cole gives in episode 1 of the next season.
Okay, how many more times do I have to say I'm sorry for accidentally unleashing the ghostly forces of evil that attacked Ninjago?
Also, it's canon, so fucking massive L for both of us. I guess best ninja goes to Dareth and worst ninja goes to the Butterbot from the tower. We're moving on. You guys think Tony has more cocaine? Give me 2 seconds, let me do. Let's fucking do it. Why am I so red at my camera? What the fuck? Okay, there we go. Let's fucking do it. Cole is human again. You know, because of Day of the Departed. The ninja are at a museum cleaning when they find a painting of a fight that supposedly never happened and one of Kai and Nia's parents. Over at the burnt down monastery, Wu is waiting for a guy to come through a portal. He does. Combat ensues. Most importantly, during the fight, this guy, Chronix, who's one of the Hands of Times, uses the Time Blade to attack Wu with a time punch, which does something. This is so stupid. The ninjas show up and the guy King Crimson's out. Plot twist, the dude who works at the museum is the other hand of time. Oh my god, you want some exposition? Just after the Serpentine Wars, the Hands of Time thought they had the most powerful element. I mean, yeah, pop your shit, twin, I guess. They thought they had the right to rule and started boxing with these niggas. Wu and Garmadon made blades from Chrono Steel and beat them. Also, fuck you, time is not an element. It's not an element, dude! Even more bizarre, the older brother is a boomer and the younger brother is an iPad kid. New enemy type, it's more snakes, but it's like kids in a trench coat trying to buy GTA 5. Before knowing this information, Cole punches one so hard that they think he murdered someone. This season also has some shenanigans, so I'm just gonna breeze past it. The important stuff is that Wu is aging exponentially and the snakes are stealing a shitload of metal, and they're really focusing on Kai and Nia being siblings. Like, to the point where they're only calling each other big brother and little sister. It's like some bad fanfiction, man. I know they're better than this. So a second time blade shows up, and it's a slow one, and everyone is being stupid as shit, but luckily Jay shows up and makes a save. Crazy story, the logo on Kai's dad's blacksmith is on all the Snakemen gear. The monastery is under attack, oh no, and some mystery man or woman is piloting the Samurai X suit. Either way, the gang gets their collective asses beat and loses time blades, plus Wu, plus L, plus ratio. Okay, this next bit's a bit of a doozy, and I'm gonna apologize in advance. It was a whole ass nigga in the Samurai X case, they're kicking these. They're not that. There's actually secret room, those are under Apple. So looking at the symbol in the shop, the main thing is that Skybound parents are alive, and they kind of donate the shit to the Samurai X. My notes say Snake Ussy here for no reason. So the gang try to sneak in and stop the villains from making a time machine, and also rescue Wu. The villains are just running a sweatshop, which, I mean, if I had a nickel for every time a Ninjago villain set up a sweatshop with the people they've kidnapped, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's rare that this happened twice. Kai and Nia find their parents and find out they were sort of blackmailed, and they know where the last time blade is. In layman's terms, they go to the thing and do the thing. They make a 2-headed dragon, a supposedly impossible thing to do, except Nia and Jay are, oh my god, that thing is fucking hideous. After not using their 8 abilities that could have gotten them out of the situation, they barely escaped the temple. But who would have thought? The villains lied about their true intentions. Back in the sweatshop, the gang is trying to stop the completion of the time machine, but are just kind of getting fucked in general. So the time machine is completed, and only Kai, Nia, and for some reason Wu get on board. After some funny Marty McFly preventing shenanigans, they play the fuck out of the Time Bros, and Wu sacrifices himself to stop their evil for good, getting lost through time in the process. Also, we're gonna pretend the time travel stuff didn't cause countless random ripples, because they were not being safe at all. Banger ass season, surprisingly. Strong start, weak middle, strong finish makes for a pretty memorable one. I really did not think I'd enjoy the season that much, but it might be because I turned off my brain a little bit during the time travel stuff. Best ninja is Lloyd. Finally, he got another one. Jesus. He's written pretty well this time, and I like that he's trying to fill the master role better. It makes him a lot more human. Least favorite is Cole, not because he's bad, he just doesn't have shit to do. Best episode is going to be episode 10. I love seeing a young Wu and Garmadon. It makes me really happy. Best set, I guess 70625. This wave was not the best. Overall, I'd give it like an 8 out of 10. And I really did not think I'd like this season that much. It's kind of crazy. Before we get into this next season, let's address the elephant in the room. They redesigned the characters, and it's hit or miss for me. Jay, Zane, and Lloyd are fine. I really don't care. And I actually like Nia and Cole's new designs, because the bowl cut was fucking terrible, and Cole needed something more interesting. But come on, Kai. Come on, man. How did they make your hair even worse? It looks like soft serve. So there's a gang in Ninjago City called the Sons of Garmadon who are trying to steal the 3 Oni masks, and they already have one. The second one is was guarded by the royal family. Speaking of which, this is Harumi, their adoptive daughter. The Sons of Garmadon got their hands on the second mask, and these things are fucking busted. The second one gives you an extra set of arms and combat prowess because we needed another enemy with 4 fucking arms. And the orange one gives you telekinesis for some reason. So Zane kind of sells out Cole in order to sneak into the gang, and while Cole's locked up, he finds a baby?
Let's go.
As an initiation, they make Zane do a biker race, but he gets found out like immediately and gets his shit rocked by this guy who happens to be an android. When the gang bring him back onto the ship for repairs, they find out the baby had the map to the last mask. The bounty goes down and a couple things happen. Pixel, Samurai X, hey, can someone pick up that phone? Because I fucking called it. It was fairly obvious, but you know, it's so funny. But yeah, Harumi and Lloyd get split up from the group and end up at the temple with the last mask in it. However, Harumi blows her load just a little too early and reveals in fact that she is the leader of the Sons of Garmadon. See, if you go way back to season 3 of this review, you'll remember I said that Garmadon got all the credit for defeating the Great Devourer. Now see, Harumi's parents were killed by the Great Devourer, so she grew up thinking that Garmadon was the hero. So she wants to revive him but only the evil parts? I'm kind of failing to see the logic, and just, okay, whatever, we're gonna brush past it. Also, this mask turns you into the baby is Wu, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that. Combat ensues and the Sons of Garmadon split. Once they get back to the city, they start trying to summon Garmadon in the Temple of Resurrection. So the ninjas start working with the police and sneak into the ceremony through the water. There's a lot of random shit happening, but the long and short of it is that Hermie gets the spell off, but it looks like it didn't work. But it does. So once they figure out Garmadon is out and currently taking over that one Supermax prison, Lloyd goes to stop him. Surprise, he didn't win. Where were you not my Roderick ass niggas when they did this to Lloyd? Because this isn't Lloyd. I know for a fact Lloyd would have kicked the shit out of Garmadon. Because remember, this is only the evil. He would have beat the shit out of him for making a mockery of his father's legacy. But this? No. This is no longer Lloyd. This is Lloyd. They literally neutered my man. What the fuck?
Run! It's Godzilla! Though it isn't.
Anyway, they get Will the bounty right before the Garmadon thing crushes it. However, they accidentally use Traveler's Chi to get to the realm of Oni and dragons. Harumi assumes that Lloyd is suppressed his shit or whatever, but he swears to get revenge for his friends and gets and gets away with his parachute. I'm so funny. Not a bad season by any regard. I just don't like what they did to Lloyd. Like, I'm literally not referring to him as that anymore. He's the Lloyd in my eyes from now on. I don't really mind the voice actor change. I like Lloyd's new voice. It fits him more now instead of, you know, what they were doing, but I am gonna miss the old one. They need to be careful with all this constant adding to the fucking deep lore, because it's gonna get messy really fast. Like, that's probably my biggest concern, is that it's going to get messy very, very quick. Best ninja, Cole! He finally got one! No one else had anything going on interesting in the season except for him, and I really like seeing him bond with Baby Wu. Worst ninja's Lloyd. Literally pissed me off like 85% of the time he was on screen. The best set is going to be 70643, and the best episode is going to be episode 1. New animation, new me, I guess. Overall, I give this one like a 7 out of 10. Nice little season. Hey, kiddo, let's talk. Take a seat. No, I'm not mad. I just need to explain something. This season is split among two major plots, and while it could walk a narrative tightrope and try to hold your hand through both of them at the same time, I think I would literally rather choke on a waffle. So I'm going to explain them one at a time, starting with Ninjago City plot, and then we're going to go through all of the Realm of Oni and Dragon plot, okay? Let's start. Look, Ninjago City's fucked again. They're literally hunting people in the street. Rent is going up and the color green is illegal? For context sake, this is a week, like literally a week after Garmadon took over. Since the original team is presumed dead, the current team is the Lloyd, Ninja, Pixel, T-Lady, and Derek. So they finally check the remnants of the bounty and see the leaves of Traveler's Tea. Naturally, this means the others are alive. Now that they know that, they start gathering the other elemental masters in order to fight back against Harumi. They're gonna sneak into Harumi's headquarters and broadcast themselves saying fuck them niggas for everyone in Ninjago to see. Wacky story, T-Lady is literally a demon. Well, she's an Oni, so she can shapeshift and shit. So they're gonna disguise Mistake as Harumi and get her close enough to Garmadon to let her activate her ability. Somehow, the plan gets like 98% of the way through before they get caught, but they get the power. However, Skylar can't handle Garmadon's elemental powers and ends up boned. Also, Hermie dies? She's probably in the sequel series. Final battle time. Hey, we're doing Mad Max now. This is the realm of Oni and dragons, but oddly enough, there are no Oni, but you weren't supposed to know that yet, so shh. The ninja are marooned and Wu is aging faster than a normal kid, thank God. However, when he and Cole are out trying not to die to a dragon, the others get captured. This fuck-ass society hates outsiders, so they put them in the dragon pit. Because of the powers, the Mad Max niggas realize they can use them as bait for the dragons, so they do that instead. They're actually really good at hunting dragons, and I don't have another spot where I can put these, so look at these sets, I guess. The next weekish, maybe, the gang used a fake dragon to break out. So Wu, who is about ninja age at this point, is prophesized to get the dragon armor and rule the dragons? Something like that. Either way, Boba Fett is helping them now, and her name is Faith. After a few days, the Mad Max crew catches the ninja and demand that Wu take the leader to the armor. But when they get there, the firstborn dragon starts to... After that, Wu has the dragons take them back to Ninjago. Final battle time. So the final battle splits off into two parts, but it's a lot more manageable this time. The ninja are going to take on the giant thing, and Wu plus Lloyd are going to fight Garmadon. So Lloyd and Wu kind of run through all their options at light speed until they figure out that the answer is love. Who would have thought? And the ninjas do the thing they did on Hoth. Pretty good season, actually. It was pretty nice. The shit in Ninjago could not hold my interest, and the Lloyd was pissing me off for most of it. The best ninja's Wu. I love seeing Wu's backstory, and honestly, I just like seeing him when he's young. It's always a good time. The worst ninja is still the Lloyd. Fuck that nigga. Best set is gonna be 70654, and the best episode, we'll say 6. They're all alright. Overall, it gets away with a clean 7.5 out of 10. It's March of the Oni time, baby. We made it, gang. The last season of Ninjago. Let's do it. So the Oni are here now. Tragic. More tragic, however, GARMADON is back on the team. I have questions. So if GARMADON was pure evil in seasons 1 through 3, is he now pure evil but eviler? Why even help the ninja at this point? He can survive the cloud. Speaking of surviving the cloud, they think the Lloyd can, so they strap a GoPro on him and send him in. Why do they keep putting shit under Apple? Like, it literally has only gone wrong for you up to this point. So they break the thing, but it doesn't work. Luckily though, the armor of the Golden Master is down there, so they grab it and duck out. What are the other ninja doing? Rescuing reporters, of course. But in this simple ass operation, Cole falls off and dies. Let's just ignore the fact that he can spawn an elemental dragon or use air jutsu to fly back up. He's totally dead. The current plan is to make a last stand of the monastery. So to combat the Oni, they reforge the armor into golden weapons. But this was the last sword Kai made. We're really gonna trust him with this? Cole is alive and just gets in his car and heads to the gang. Just before the Oni gets to the monastery, Jay proposes to Nia and fuck you, it's cute. Once everyone's there, they decide to do a tornado creation as a last-ditch effort. A technique which they literally forgot about in canon, by the way. Lloyd sees God. I'm not even kidding. He just sees God. But he wakes up surrounded by his loved ones. And the season and series ends on an incredibly strong note. I loved it. I'm so glad I watched it, even if sometimes it really got on my nerves. Best ninja? None of them. They were all written very well. I don't have a problem with either of them, so there's no worst ninja either. Unless we're counting Misako, in which case fuck that hoe, I still don't like her. There's no new sets, so there's no best set. Best episode is 4. Had I been watching it consistently as it came out, maybe even would have made me shed a tear, but probably not. I'm so glad it went on a high note. So that's a recap. If you're gonna head out there, I totally understand. I really appreciate you watching this far. I know this was long. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. I have more content coming down. You already know the deal. But here's the part where I rant about all the characters. We're gonna go from my least favorite to my favorite, main ninja plus some others that are important. And before I start saying stuff, if you like the characters I don't love, that's fucking sweet. Don't let my opinion sway yours. Have your opinion. But I'm still gonna not like them. So like what you like, I'm gonna like what I like. Here's why I like them. Cool? Cool. Let's do it. Cole. Honestly, I do not hate Cole. I just don't really like him either. I'm neutral on him, and I think that's the problem. If I can watch 10 seasons of your action comedy show and feel nothing towards one of the main characters, I think that's a pretty big issue. Plus, that love triangle thing did not help him at all. Acting like you're in love with your best friend's girlfriend out of the blue because some random program said you'd be perfect together? Fuck you, dude. A little while ago, I made a TikTok about the subject, and I still feel the same about it. But how did I feel? If you have nothing to do with the character, they don't need to be in the story. The bonehead writers couldn't figure out what to do with Cole because they already resolved the thing with his dad. So what do? They murder him! But not really. They just turn him into a ghost to give him a gimmick. And it really sucks because when he has something, I love seeing him, but they just didn't do enough with him. Nia. Here she is. It's the girl! What's insane is that coming out of season 2, Nia was probably my favorite character, but then the production team decided that instead of letting our strong female character do her thing, let's just make her another one of the guys. No, even better. Before we do that, let's make her super unlikable with the worst plotline in the show. I see Nia and I get disappointed. She didn't need to be a ninja, and I hate that she is, but I digress. What do I like? She's still a unique character, even if she does stop doing what made her unique in the first place, and I'm of the opinion that her new design is leagues above the old one. They had something real special with her, and I'm glad she stayed relevant through the series, even if she did dip in quality. Wu. This character grew on me. I'm not gonna lie, before season 5, I really did not like Wu. I really did not like him. Once they started getting into his backstory and the stuff with GARMADON, his character just gets better exponentially, and Hunted really does him justice. Just a good dude that I enjoy watching on stream. Lloyd. Lloyd, the Green Ninja! I love him. Everything from him fulfilling his prophecy to saving his dad just gives me a fuzzy feeling inside. Lloyd is cool. Fuck Lloyd. Very big difference. I do not like Lloyd. I love Lloyd though. Fuck that other nigga. Jay. I don't give a shit what anyone says. He's funny. He brought a fun dynamic to the group, and seeing him interact with any of the other ninja, especially in a relatively high-stress situation, was a joy. Whenever he starts yelling in the final battle, it gets a life out of me. Plus, Skybound was his focus season, and that is like objectively the best one. I don't have anything crazy for him plot-wise. I just like the guy. Let's talk about Zane. Easily has the best dramatic episodes from seasons 1 to like 4 or 5. I can remember the day after the robot reveal like the back of my hand because everyone was watching Ninjago back then. And it was like the coolest thing that happened on TV. And also, hate to expose you, babe. My girlfriend had a crush on Zane and she like cried when he was revealed to be a robot. It was pretty funny. I don't like that his dad is alive. I would infinitely rather he just have Pixel as his main emotional connection. But I love the Tin Man. Literally such a good character. I love him. Kai. This was my favorite ninja growing up for sure, and it isn't hard to see why. He's the main character of the pilot, and he only goes up. My biggest problem with him is that the writers reset his character progression like every 3 seasons, but when he does step up into that mentor role, he's so interesting to watch. I'm a sucker for the hot head turned teacher arc. Definitely my favorite ninja. I don't think there's much else to talk about. There's a second show. If you guys like this one enough, I can review that. It's only 4 seasons, but basically 3. But that's a question for later. Once again, I want to say thank you guys for watching this far. I know this video is fucking girthy as shit. I've been recording for how long at this point? An hour and 40 minutes. I've been recording for almost 2 hours. And you guys watched it. And that makes me really happy. I'm glad to know that there's people out there who support weird bullshit like this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Who's your favorite ninja? What's your favorite season? Where did you stop watching? I want to know it all because it's about the conversation. I'm going to respond to every comment that I can, which I hope there's a lot. You guys better fucking comment. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell. I try to come out with a video at least once a month. I want to do more. I just finished my first year of college, so I should have more time this summer. Share it. If you know someone who likes Ninjago or Legos in general, share this video with them. You know the deal. That's all the YouTube asks I can think of. My brain is like fucking fried from thinking about Ninjago for 2 hours. But yeah. Thanks.